Hello my fantastic lovelies, welcome back to the cavern. I hope you all are doing amazing and had a marvelous weekend. Happy Tuesday. Hard to believe it already is Tuesday. Since I've always been fascinated by other cultures and their belief, I figured I'd look into each culture's individual beliefs surrounding demons, possession, and exorcisms. To start this off, I chose Japan, partially because I watch a lot of Japanese anime, and some of my favorite shows are Bleach, Hellgirl, Triple X-Holic, which all of these show some of the Japanese beliefs in regards to the afterlife and spirits. Some of my favorite horror movies are Japanese as well. Ringu and Ju-on are two of my absolute favorites. Now, to take a little pause, don't forget to like and subscribe to join the Fang family. Thank you so much in advance. You'll honestly be glad that you did. It's awesome. Now, there are many branches of demons. Bakemono are shape-shifting demons that often take the form of animals like cats and can be destructive, not always. Oni are demons or can be ogres with humanoid forms. They can take just about any size and shape. Most are described as being gigantic and have horns on their heads. The word Oni in Chinese translates to ghost, which I thought was kind of interesting because Chinese beliefs are very close to the Japanese beliefs, and even their characters are very close in some ways. Not completely, of course. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Tengu are another type of demon. They are thought to be part bird, part dog, and part human. In the 14th century, they were drawn with beaks, wings. More recent versions, though, depict them with masks with very long noses. According to some legends, these demons were corrupt monks who kept people from Buddhism, and in some religious festivals, offerings are necessary to keep them at bay. However, in the Shinto faith, they can be viewed as a god or an omen of war in Buddhism. They can possess women in order to seduce holy men, rob temples, and disguise themselves as false priests. Over time, the Tengu image has softened to where they are considered deities in some regards. Some consider them to be defenders of forests, others believe they are tricksters. There's actually a really good young adult book that I read when I was a kid about Tengus and some of the Japanese lore. I'll leave a link to that book in the description if you have children and think that they might be interested to learn about another culture. One of my favorite Japanese legends is the Kiona, which is basically the Lady of the Snow. She is a tall, beautiful woman who appears during snowstorms. Some versions of her appear her in the nude, or in others wearing a long kimono. At times she has legs, but in others she doesn't. She never leaves a trace of her movements across the snow. A glance from her can cripple those who see it, and if you look, she'll draw the light from you through your mouth. So basically, if you catch her eye. The Oiwa is a famous yurei, which is a vengeful spirit of a young woman who was betrayed by her husband. In this story, his name was Yotsuya Kairen, and she was married to a ronin, which is a samurai free agent who wanted to get rid of her to marry a younger, wealthier woman. To this end, Yotsuya was given a poisonous cosmetic cream that disfigured her face. Death followed her, although in some versions the death was more of an accident, but it never happened before the samurai and the new consort could be cursed. Eventually, everyone who had conspired against her were driven mad. Kuchisaki Ona is the Lady of the Cut Mouth, is an urban legend that originated in the late 70s. Supposedly, this being appears wearing a mask or surgeon mask and asks children, or men, if they think the mask is beautiful. If they answer yes, she removes the mask to reveal an enormous mouth without corners, a gash cut ear to ear. She may return to ask again if you think she's beautiful. You can escape with a neutral response, such as you look good, or by offering her candy. However, upon seeing the cut mouth, and if you answer she looks beautiful, she will cut your own mouth, such that you're now just like her. Terrifying stories and legends, to be honest. In Japan, there are some shrines where people go to receive an exorcism. I'm actually going to talk more in depth about this later this week. One famous shrine, Kami in Tokushima, Japan, is known for exorcising dog spirits, or inugami. Despite its location in the middle of precipitous mountains, it receives many visitors in the hundreds. A researcher found that many of the visitors complained of various ailments. Some were physical pains, ailments, and sufferings in the form of headaches, stomach aches, lower back pain, and heaviness in their shoulders. Some complained of coughing fits. Most of the visitors were unanimous in saying that hospitals were unable to identify their disease or successful in treating their conditions. Most of the people who went to the shrine didn't even believe in the existence of dog spirits, or any other spiritual entity for that matter. The vast majority didn't even have an interest in finding out if they were possessed or not. However, many people felt that their symptoms were alleviated after the exorcism. So, is it all in the mind, or were they really possessed, or was there something else going on? That maybe the treatment, the exorcism treatment, alleviated their symptoms. Maybe the incense was beneficial to them. I don't know. Each faith has their own belief system surrounding demons, spirits, monsters, angels, etc. To learn more about Japanese demons, I'm going to leave some links in the description for your knowledge. Have a request for a country or religion surrounding exorcisms or demons, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to research that for you. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Later this week, I'll be discussing Japanese exorcisms in greater detail, along with reviewing demon possession movies as a whole. Is it real, false, or exaggerated for the movies? Find out Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone.